I'm Sarah Lacy. I'm here with Tony Zingale, CEO of Jive Software. Now, in an earlier segment, we talked about how you're happy your customers are and everything you're doing for them. So let's take it as a given for this segment that this is a good category that every company is going to acquire some piece of software into. Right. But let's talk about competition. You know, you guys are saying you're doing so well, you're going to go public this year, and yet we hear way more about Yammer and Salesforce in this space than we hear about Jive. Why is that?
Well, I don't know why that is, because you should be listening more closely to the companies that matter. But I will tell you that it is a vibrant and large space. You know, Gartner says it's going to be the #1 investment area in the enterprise in 2011, and we certainly hope to believe that. And certainly the client trajectory we've seen. Yeah, we're the leader. I mean, you know, the 3 Gartner Magic Quadrants, Jive is clearly the leader in all 3 of them. The leader in the Forrester Wave, the leader in terms of number of customers, paying customers, 3,000 customers, 15 million users, on the order of 10 billion page views last year. So, you know, we're the leader any way you want to cut it, and we've been at it a while, and we've certainly gained a tremendous amount of experience from our clients, and we've listened very closely in terms of what they want inside the enterprise and outside the enterprise. So, look, I think there's a bunch of software companies that I like to call them the incumbents, or and the new entrants coming into this that see the same market opportunity we do. Mm-hmm. This is the new way that business is going to be done. Mm-hmm. This is the new way that work will get done in the enterprise. We're all having a great party in our personal lives, right. Facebooking and Twittering and booking online movie reservations and writing restaurant reviews and whatever, right. Reading TechCrunch, or commenting on TechCrunch articles by Sarah Lacy.
Usually nasty comments.
Usually nasty comments are the best kind. But we're all used to that in our personal life. And then we come to work and it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks. Why? We get an email system, and we get a 15-year-old CRM system that's right. now delivered out of the cloud, super duper, right? But we get these archaic tools where there's been no innovation from a workforce productivity point of view, from a client retention point of view, customer resolution point of view for a decade in the enterprise. It's been. Why do you guys not write about it? Mm-hmm. Why are you guys writing about Groupon every day? Because the enterprise has been idea bankrupt for 10 years, right? There's been nothing new in it. With all due respect to our friends from Salesforce, brilliant delivery model. Absolutely brilliant. Deliver it out of the cloud, whatever. But it's a dumbed down Siebel system from 15 years ago. Why? I was in that market, running Clarify, right? Forms and record-based systems to enter forecasts and pretty charts, but only 15% of the workforce uses a sales automation system, and they use it once or twice a week. Salespeople don't like to enter their forecasts and their opportunities very often. So from that point of view, it is a massive opportunity that anyone present in the enterprise selling software recognizes that this is in fact going to be the new way that work gets done. And the survey results that we covered in the last segment, I think, speak to the real business value that has been attained through the use of the Jive software. And why maybe don't you hear about us? I don't know why. I mean, we have the most prominent venture capitalists behind us in the industry. Sequoia and Kleiner Perkins. We were at the S Fund announcement along with the Facebook and Amazon and Zynga guys. We have more clients than anybody. We're the Gartner Magic Quadrant leader. Yes, we've been on record saying it is our plan. No forward-looking statements here. It is our plan to file if we continue to execute our plan this calendar year in 2011. And we are, breaking through in large volumes in many, many vertical markets around the world.
Now, recently I was speaking to a very well-known, experienced figure in the enterprise software space, who I won't name because it's an off-the-record conversation. Okay. But he said to me, quote, "Yammer has a better product, but Jive is killing them in the market because they've got these ex-Mercury sons of bitches who know how to sell." How much of your success is you, Tony Zingale, former elephant hunter of the old enterprise software world, coming in, taking over this company, bringing in a killer sales force, versus it being the best product in the market? And how much does that matter in enterprise software?
Well, first of all, it's flattering, but I certainly can't take all the credit. Selling is a part of it. And being able to go into the enterprise and in fact understand all of the issues. look, it's a lot more than a profile and a cool activity stream that looks like Facebook or Twitter interface on a mobile phone. It's a lot deeper than that. What about protection? What about security? What about connecting to the ancient enterprise content systems that aren't going anywhere, that are resident in the enterprise? The Jive product is far substantial. We've been building it for 10 years. We've invested $60 million of Kleiner Perkins and Sequoia's money in the building of this platform and bringing it to market. And I don't think hundreds of thousands of users, in fact, would use something as minimal as microblogging or a cool profiling feature and pay us 7 figures of their investment dollar into the use of our platform. So Jive by far has the best platform, and don't take it from me, go to the Gartner Magic Quadrants. That's where it matters. In all 3 quadrants, Jive, the clear leader, and some of these companies that you've mentioned are nowhere to be found. Why? No referenceable customers. Kind of a problem if you're going to have the best product, right? And then second of all, yes, selling and being able to exactly identify the chief information officer and the way the IT organization, in fact, manages the company and controls the company's IT infrastructure. Social's becoming a very big part of that. As I mentioned earlier, Gartner thinks it's one of the most significant technologies that will be invested in 2011. And as our survey results would say, there's real business value now that can be derived from the use of these social business platforms. That's gotten on the radar screens of the CIOs. So yeah, do we know how to make a sales call at Wells Fargo or Nike or Intel? You bet we do. And do the other guys know how to do that? I'm not sure. They seem to be raising money and trying to catch up and talking a lot, while we in fact continue to extract large amounts of investment dollars from our clients, delivering the best platform in the industry that delivers the best business results that anyone has seen. I don't hear any of those people talking about productivity increases or how fast the sales organization is able to execute on a sales opportunity or the increase in employee retention. I don't hear them talking about that. I hear them, in fact, seeding customers. And in fact, I love these freemium companies. I love them. They're the best lead gen source we have, because the moment an organization gets serious, they call Jive. I love them. Keep giving it away all day. Love it.
How big does this category get? For all the hype we've heard for 10 years or more about software as a service, about cloud-based companies, even open source for that matter, very few companies have been built that are $1 billion or larger.
Right. I think it's bigger than CRM, because it touches everybody in the enterprise.
But Salesforce is about more than CRM these days, to be fair.
It looks like a personal...
That's what Benioff would say.
Personal jihad to deliver Oracle out of the cloud, but have a nice day. I think the category is massive. I think it's what Gartner and Forrester have said, $5 to $6 billion by 2013 or 14. Huge market category. I think it's much larger than that, because when you take every employee in the workforce, what's the only other application we've seen touch everybody besides email? Office. That's it. That's the only other one. Not one enterprise app touches everybody in the enterprise like this social platform, whether it comes from Jive or whomever. And that doesn't even take into account all the page view volume when building external, forum-based discussion communities and collaborative environments there. Not to mention all of the filtering and monitoring technology that's embedded in our platform to monitor, filter, and recommend what's going on the social web with respect to your brands and products and services on Facebook and Twitter and all the blogs that are going on out there. So I think the category, we're in the very early innings here. This thing is large. It's way bigger than CRM. Just in terms of total available number of users, by far, it's at least twice as big. And I don't even know how big the CRM market is, because Salesforce has zero competition these days. So, it's kind of them as the dominant monopoly in that space, unless you bought a Siebel system 10 years ago. And
you're still trying to get people
You're still trying to get it to work.
Okay, so you're not selling.
I'm not selling.
The company, not software. I assume you're selling software.
I'm selling software. If you want to buy any.
You're not selling the company.
No.
If you're doing as well as all of this, as everything you're saying,
look,
you've got to have big offers. No.
It is our agenda. It is our agenda to be the most significant, independent, social business platform supplier in the world. And the public offering is a step along the way to earn more credibility in the marketplace. Obviously, raise capital. Use our currency to become more acquisitive than we have been in the past with a public currency. Look, yes, there's going to be companies that want to get in this space, and they're going to fail with their current endeavor to do that, and they'll look to acquire in the space. That is not our agenda. agenda. You know,
Right.
that is not our agenda is to be, you know, the next multi-billion-dollar enterprise software company on the strength of this size of market and and I'm not public yet, so I can use the D word, our dominant position in the marketplace, right? And that's our goal.
Are you going to buy Yammer when you go public?
I can't say. I mean, if they continue to generate the lead volume they are today, maybe that would be a great way.
Well, David Sachs is right upstairs, so you can go put that deal together right now. I can go up there and cover it.
I'd love to chat with him.
All right, Tony, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Sarah.